Hello and welcome to Pink Moon Tarot. Today I am going to be doing a quick walkthrough and initial thoughts review type thing on Tarot of the Mystical Moments. Now I'm really excited to get my hands on this. I haven't had a new tarot deck for a while. This is by Catrin Welz-Stein. And I'm very, very happy to have this in my possession, I must say. The box is lovely. As you can see, it has the picture on the front, the side is done, the back is done. It's a very nice feeling box. Even the top and the bottom of the box are very, very pretty. It's got kind of a silver embossed border around it. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. See that lovely shine on there? Very, very pretty. Even inside the box, look, it's all still very much decorated, which is beautiful. And then we have the book. Not a massive book, but a book nonetheless, and it's very pretty again. A lot of attention to detail here. And we have a look inside the book. And you have the opening page, the introduction. Then it goes straight into the major arcana. Okay, there's no pictures to go along with it, but that's okay. Very much standard kind of, gives a bit of meaning, then gives the divinatory meaning or the upright meaning and the reversed meaning. Goes through all of the different things. Does it give any spreads? Yes, it does. It gives a spread at the back here. Oh, it says female King of Pentacles. So we'll see what that's all about. But it has the regular King of Pentacles and then the female. I wonder if it does that for all of them. So we have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the female King of Swords. Very interesting. I have never seen that before. And then there's a bit of information about the creator at the back of the deck there. And then we get into the tarot. Oh, look at this. Look how shiny the edges are. Wow. And that's what the back of the cards looks like. I'll show you that without the wrap on in a moment. And there's a little card in the front that tells you a bit about how this was created. Okay, if I can get into it, hold on. I did not know this would be wrapped as well. I broke into the exterior seal, but not the interior one. I cannot get into it. Oh dear. Pause for thought right now. But I'm saying I really love the silver gilding on the edge of the cards. It's very pretty. I've seen gold, I've seen colour. I don't think I've got one that's got silver on it. So that's a new experience for me. Oh, wow. With the shrink wrap off, it is even more shiny. Look at this. Wow. So we have a card. That's what the back of the cards looks like. They're very glossy. So we have a card that talks about how she created it, including, what does it say here? It says, with mostly female archetypes, including 5 cards that are typically male, the Emperor and the 4 Kings, she later made male versions of these cards to allow the reader to decide which rendition to work with. Thus, the 83 card Tarot of Mystical Moments decks offers 5 bonus cards, which readers may choose to include or remove. Wow. Okay, so that's why we have male and female kings and emperor. Wow, that's so unusual. Well done to her for creating the female archetypes as well as the male. That's and giving you the choice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so first impression of the cards, they are very glossy. I'm not normally a fan of glossy cards, but they're okay. The actual quality of the card, pretty standard, nothing amazing. The flexibility of them is good, so that's good. So let's get looking at the actual cards themselves. So we have the Fool. Beautiful. I like this. So this is a deck that's been created, as I say, as a female deck. I love the crocodile. She's walking down the crocodile to his very open mouth there. The Magician. Stunning artwork. High Priestess. Empress. Oh, that is just beautiful. Look at that. And there's the Emperor. So this is the male Emperor that's been included. Still gorgeous. And here is the female Emperor. Beautiful. Really unusual to get both represented. The Hierophant. Interesting. I like that. That's showing the Hierophant more as the teacher. I like that. The Lovers. This artwork is so beautiful. Chariot. Interesting. She's used a snail. How very interesting. I kind of know where she's going with that though. Strength. Oh, I like this one. The Hermit. I often judge a deck by what the Hermit looks like, because the Hermit is one that can be quite meh in some decks. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I like that. Justice. Wow. That is a very imposing justice. I like that. I like this. It gives me Alice in Wonderland feels. The Hanged Man. Now this I do like as well because it shows death as the rebirth as well. This is the Death card. I like the growth coming out of the body there, showing the ending and beginning in one. Well, that's beautiful. Temperance. And the Devil, that's, I'm not quite sure what she's going for there, but I'm sure there is an explanation for that one. She's obviously a spider made of mushrooms and spiders. Very interesting. The Tower. Wow. Oh, now this is pretty. The Star. And the Moon. Oh, I like the Moon. So you have her, she's sort of part octopus, but you still have the wolf there howling at the moon. I do like that. Now that's interesting for the Sun, with the bird across her one eye that way. Looks a bit like there's a bit of uncertainty about the light coming out there. Interesting. Judgment. And finally we have the World. I do like that one. We've still got a dancer in the world. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so then we get on to the suits. So I'm just going to tell you the beginning one until we get to the court cards, because there are differences in the court cards with the male and female aspects. So we start with the Ace of Wands. And I like that she has used the rose here for the wand, showing that growth, showing that, you know, with the Rider-Waite, you have the wand with leaves coming out of it, showing the growth, the fire, the spark, the creativity. So I like that. We have the Two of Wands, emphasizing the world aspect of the Two of Wands there. The Three of Wands. Very much emphasizing the looking out and waiting for your ships to come in aspect there. The Four of Wands. These are beautiful, I have to say. Interesting. Five of Wands. 6. 7. Again, I'm not sure about that interpretation, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. 8. That, to me, does not represent the speed so much. Umbrellas would slow you down, would give a more gentle descent. I'm not sure about that one. 9. And the 10. Overburdened by flowers. Then we have the Page. The Knight. I like that one. They're a bit sticky, these cards, because they're glossy. Oh, the Queen's beautiful. And here we have the two different archetypes. We have the male version of the King, and we have the female version of the King. Now, as it says on the card, you can choose whether to include both, to remove one, or to do what you want, really. Okay, so now we're on to the Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. Really like that one. And the 2. The Siamese twins almost there. They're not joined together, but that's how they look when I hold them up to the camera. The 3 of Cups. The 4. Under an umbrella, casting a shadow, not seeing what she needs to see. There's the 5 of Cups. The 6. These have a very kind of fairy tale feel to them. You know, this one reminds me of Gulliver. You know, you have the giant woman here, and then the smaller figures. I know this is representing her looking back into her past. So it's a memory, but it does have that kind of fairy tale feel to it. There is the 7. and the 8. Now, 8 of Cups is walking away, and she is walking away, but she looks to be walking from a very beautiful area into a darker area in this particular deck, which I'm not sure about that, because if you look here, this is all lit up, and you know, you've got the beautiful dragonflies, the butterflies, the swans, everything, and the path that she's taking, the way that she's going, is leading off into the unknown. The 9 of Cups. Some of them look somewhat like Renaissance paintings. And we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Page, still has the little fish in the cup. The Knight. Very accurate drawing of a heart there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me bring it close up for you. Wait for that to focus. We have the Queen. Oh, she's beautiful. Octopus tentacle hair. Let me show you that close up as well. Is that focusing? And she's holding a seahorse sitting on her shell. And then again, we have the male and the female archetypes of the King of Cups. So that's the King as a male. And that's the King as female. Interesting. It gives a completely different feel. The male and the female, if you see them side by side, they have a very different feel to them. I'd be very interested to work with these. And then we'll move on to swords. So nice, I like that. We have the Ace of Swords. Sorry, I had to look closely at that one to see what was going on. Sword is represented here by a key, and there's a keyhole there showing the knowledge that can be gained, the key of wisdom. And there is the 2 of Swords. I like that. Oh dear, that made me chuckle. You can see that she's still blindfolded somewhat with the grass, or the leaves rather, covering her eyes. And the 2 birds there representing the 2 swords. After all, it is air energy. Ooh, the 3 of Swords. And the 4. That's a beautiful 4 of Swords. That gives me much more peaceful vibes than the Rider-Waite version does. The Rider-Waite version looks like someone laying in state. And that one just looks like she's having a lovely dream. And we have the 5 of Swords. Interesting. And the 6. Not quite sure what's going on with that one either. Not sure what the anchor is there. I mean, the 6 of Swords is normally, you know, represented by moving away from troubled waters. She is the black cloud in this one, but the anchor coming down from the star, maybe this is showing the assistance that can sometimes be represented. The 7 of Swords. Oh, very intriguing. So we have a woman who is part snake, but very pretty floral snake, but stealing the egg. Showing that deception there. And the look on her face is one of sneakiness as well. If you can see that. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Ooh, I like that one. Some of these I get immediately, and some of them I'm a little bit more like, not sure about that. Okay, that one I get straight away. The Nine of Swords, those nightmares, those things keeping you awake at night. Yeah. And the Ten of Swords. Interesting. This is all going into the head. When the rider wakes, it all goes into the back. There's the Page. And the close-up of the page themselves. I love the dandelion. Oh, the Knight is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love this. The dress itself has print on it, showing the bringing of knowledge. And there's the Queen. Interesting. I'm not sure I get that one immediately either. Some of these are going to have a little bit of thought on them. And the King. Again, a stunning drawing. And there's the King as the female archetype. So there she is close up. Really beautiful cards. The Ace of Pentacles. Now, it's unusual to have a person in aces. Normally you just get the hand, or you just get the ace, you just get the symbol of the ace in most tarot decks. So it's interesting that the person is there with that first sprout. Two of Pentacles. Now see, I understand that one immediately. The balancing act. The Three of Pentacles. Very pretty. But I'm not sure. Well, I suppose, yes, the birds have a hammer and something else in their mouth. So there is showing the cooperation, the working together there somewhat. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. And that one, again, I get that one straight away. And the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, that's stunning. That's really stunning. Let me show you her close up. And the Six. Some very Japanese inspired artwork as well in this deck. Seven. Beautiful. And the Eight. Huh. I like that. I like that. Working on painting the butterfly's wings there. A lot of symbolism in that card. And the Nine. Very, very beautiful. And 10. Again, not entirely sure about the symbolism in that one. And that will take a little bit of thought as well. And there is the Page. Very pretty. And the Knight. Mr. Plod, as I call him. You wouldn't be able to go fast on that horse. And the Queen, gorgeous. She really looks like Mother Nature, doesn't she? All that foliage in her skirt. Oh, and the King is gorgeous. Again, we have the male and the female archetype. So there's the male. Let me show you the man close up. And this is the female version. Well, they are very beautiful cards. The artwork is stunning. As I say, I'm not entirely sure about some of the artwork. I'm sort of wondering what the idea was behind it, but I suspect I can look in the book and find out a little bit more about that. The cards themselves, like I say, very shiny, very glossy. Some of them were a bit stuck together, not massively so, but a little bit stuck together. So let's see if I can rifle shuffle with 84 cards, was it they said? Goodness me. Oof. I might not be able to. It's a lot of cards to shuffle. They don't bend particularly well because of the number of them, I think. I think if you were to remove the male or the female version of the Kings, it would be easier to shuffle them. But yeah, the cards themselves seem to be quite flexible. They're quite a sort of a plasticky feel almost to them. The edges, I do love this silver. I think it's really pretty. Let's see how they shuffle normally. Woo! Well, they like to fly out. And I got the sun out straight away. Yeah, see, now that's one that really does confuse me. Having the bird over the eye. I wonder what the thinking was behind that. That's going to take a little bit of meditation and thought on that one, I think, to see what she was going for there. I guess it could be the peeking out, seeing the light sort of thing. But yes, they shuffle well. I'm not at all disappointed with the way they shuffle. And as I take jumpers and flippers, and they seem to do that quite well, I'm quite impressed with that. They're a little bit bigger, I think, than some tarot cards. Let me grab my rider weights. There's definitely a difference in size between a standard rider weight pack and these ones, as you can see. They're quite a bit larger. They're more of an oracle size, I think, personally. Let me just grab a... Yeah, so the Lightseer's Tarot deck is longer again. But if I grab just a random oracle deck, there's an oracle card. And there's these ones. So yeah, as you can see, they're not far off the size of a standard oracle card. Just a little bit narrower, which does make them easier to do the rifle shuffle, because I can't do the rifle shuffle with an awful lot of the oracle cards that are really wide. But I think just the sheer volume of cards here makes it difficult for that rifle shuffle. But I think they will get easier with time. They are very slidey because they are glossy. I normally prefer a matte deck, but I'm not offended by the gloss on these, and I do like the fact that they don't have any borders. Now, how funny that I've shuffled them and got the Fool back on top. So yeah, I think all in all, I think this is a beautiful deck. I think some of the illustrations leave me a little bit confused, but having said that, the more you work with a deck, the more you get to understand it. Let me just see if they do say anything about the sun in here. Okay, so it says this card, I won't be able to find it again now, will I? Let me see if I can find it for you very quickly. You? I should have kept it out. My apologies. They're very slippery. Ooh, very slippery. No, I can't find her now. What did I? No, I didn't keep her out separate. I can't find her now, but anyway, you know what she looked like. So it says this card shows a woman who captures all the light and energy from the sun. There are rays of sunlight, flower petals, and birds emanating from the woman into the sky. The woman is filled with complete happiness, and she is spreading her warmth to other people's lives. But a dark bird is covering her eye and blocks the warmth of the sun, preventing the sunshine from reaching every corner. Even with sunshine, you can sometimes feel sad or depressed, but soon the bird will fly away, the negative mood will pass, and the sun will shine on you once again. So that's the reason for the bird there. Okay, that makes sense. I see that now. So at least she does explain in the deck why she has done things. Well, at least she does for the sun. Let's hope she does for the other ones that I don't understand, because that's very, very interesting. So I am going to just quickly look at a king and a queen as well, or a king and a female king, because I'm intrigued by that too, to see what the difference is. So we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is represented by a gentleman with a drum. Flames of fire blazing out from the drum reflect the king's confident energy and strong willpower. He is a natural-born leader and a creative visionary. Throughout the city behind him, lights are beginning to emerge as people hear his call to rise up and follow him. His charisma inspires others to be bold. So the female version of that, a woman dressed in red is standing in the midst of the garden. The deep colour of her cape and the red rose stand for passion, strength and energy. Tall plants are growing next to her and surround her, leaving very little space. This is a dense atmosphere. The female king brings light and clarity with her wand. A bright beam of shining stars emerges out of the wand, illuminates the sky. Against all obstacles and complexities, the King of Wands will always find a solution and a way to move forward, leading the people out of darkness. Okay, so they do have different meanings. Similar, but different. So it's very interesting that she's chosen to do this. And I'm glad that she did put the male archetype back in as well. Just because I think it gives a more rounded picture. But all in all, I'm pretty impressed with this little deck. I say little deck. It's got extra cards in it. Like I said, I think they said 84 cards, was it? 83 tarot cards. Very unusual, very beautiful, very shiny, and not bad quality. You know, it's not. I think the sort of the plasticiness of it is because of the gloss. So that should hopefully protect the cards from, you know, this rubbing off. That doesn't seem to be rubbing off at the moment, so that's good. And all in all, I'm really glad that I got this deck. Yeah, see, this one I need a bit of explanation for as well, the Devil. I think I get where they're coming from with this. I think I get where they're coming from. But anyway, If you like it, then you can get it in most places. You can get it on Amazon and most bookstores. I got this particular deck from the Book Depository, I think, in the UK. It was either the Book Depository or it was I've forgotten the name of the store now. There's another store that I go to for mythical things, tarot cards, etc., stones and what have you. It might have come from there. I can't actually remember. But all in all, I'm pleased that I've got this, and I'm going to enjoy working with it, and I'm going to enjoy getting to know the male and the female versions of the kings, and I'm going to enjoy getting to understand the pictorial interpretations of the cards that don't necessarily immediately make sense to me. So until next time, have a great day, and I will see you anon. Namaste.